Hello, humans.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to T.H.PARALLAX with Cypher, Idris, and Reuben. Welcome back, Idris.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Got the COVID.
Yeah, I got COVID for the first time, which was an experience.
How did you hold out this long?
I lived in the desert during COVID, so it didn't really
that's a tactic. Yeah.
didn't come near us, so it was but no, it absolutely kicked my ass for the whole weekend and I felt like I was dying. So
Just a weekend. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was worried about you because I remember the first time that I had it, it absolutely tore me apart. Yeah. So I was thinking about you. But a weekend's pretty good.
yeah, and I mostly just stayed in bed, which was kind of nice. And watched videos all day.
Nice.
Best way to spend it. Cool. So, we are going to be trying Am I Overreacting stories on Reddit.
We are.
I
Yeah,
haven't picked any yet, so I'm going to get Reuben to start us off while I find some.
Oh, we're gonna get straight into it. Okay.
Yeah, or do you want to talk about how you...
No. Let's we can just get straight in.
All right, take it away.
Yeah, all right. Which one will I start you on? I've got two. It was actually really nice this week. I did my homework in the workshops that I run with young people. So I was reading out random Reddit stories to teenagers to get their reaction, and it turned out to be a really nice conversation starter. It was actually really, really cool. So I'm gonna use the reading Reddit stories. I'm gonna pretend I have homework to do to initiate really lovely, nice conversations. It was a really cool way to get the kids talking about interesting things and on the same page. Okay, I'm going to save that one for later because that's really funny and it's going to annoy you both so much. I'm going to start with, am I overreacting for judging my 3-year-old relationship on political beliefs?
Ooh. Spicy.
I'm going to start you off with a groaner and I'll finish you off later with a one that will really annoy you.
I mean, that's a tough topic.
I'll give you some ages.
Yes.
25 female is the OP and a boyfriend 28 male. So fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship for 3 years. So not a fresh relationship. Been together a while.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky.
What are we calling overreacting?
I don't know yet. I need context.
All right, we'll jump in. I, 25 female, and my boyfriend, 28 male, have been together for nearly 3 years and living together for 2. I can see a very happy future with him, and we are really similar in lots of ways that matter, i.e. lifestyle, kids, religion, etc. However, we differ heavily on politics. I have always dedicated my life to politics, especially social policies, as I'm a member of the LGBT community and a cis female. I've worked on the suicide prevention line and studied psychology and gender studies in college. I'm a strong advocate for human rights, regardless of gender, sexuality, race, or sex. However, my boyfriend doesn't really care about educating himself on such topics, leading to really heated combos when it pops up. The latest argument was around the trans population and their legitimacy. He has followed the Trump cult beliefs in his abnormalities and an agenda to push it into the school system. I obviously passionately disagree. The difference lies in the fact that I've studied it. I've stayed current in the world news. I know people in the community. He doesn't have any similar experience, yet he is so adamant that he is right and insisting I have no right to change him. Am I wrong believing it won't change him? Am I wrong believing it won't change him? That's a strange sentence. Am I wrong believing it won't change him, but just help him grow, if at least he tries to educate himself on his own claims? It would be different if he had factual claims to back up his beliefs, but he has zero desire to even look it up. I'm considering ending our relationship, even though it is the purest love I have ever felt. Please help.
Not overreacting.
Yeah. And I don't think it's pure love if you're having arguments, like heated arguments over political climate. Like,
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
In any relationship, if you can't agree on some political stuff, it's not going to work out. Especially if it's, you know, the queer community.
Yeah, yeah,
If
absolutely.
you're not going to agree on the fact that the queer community deserves safety and respect and, you know, not hate, then like I understand if you haven't grown up in the queer community and you don't know much about it and you know you haven't studied it or whatever, but that that community gets attacked frequently.
Well, we've got an interesting element here. Early on, she mentioned she's 23 female, 28 male. We're assuming cis both. She's a cis female and she's a member of the LGBT community. So she's LGBT.
yeah,
So to me, this says he doesn't have any understanding of his partner whatsoever.
yeah,
He's not talking about people that are removed from him. She's a member of the community herself.
yeah,
So I'd be really interested on his take on that.
Yeah.
If she's able to, be honest with herself and true to herself in the relationship, it feels like she might be suppressing that to
Yeah.
skate under this weird guy.
And then what if they like decide to have kids and they end up being queer?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, that's gonna be a struggle, isn't
Yeah.
it? Dad's gonna really struggle with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if all he believes is the far right agenda and you know not really understanding the danger the queer community can be in,
Mm,
that's a red flag.
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
That's just a red flag.
yeah.
Like if
The comments on this one, there were heaps, and it was really full on because the red pills were all in on these
Yeah.
comments, as were the allies. So it got really full on. I chose a couple that I like that sort of align with where I'm going on this. First from Funky Pete. Thanks, Funky Pete. Somehow we've returned to the point that basic civil rights are political now, which is where I would go with this. We're not talking about politics. We're talking about just human rights. Actual conservative beliefs are things like lowering capital gains taxes, encouraging people with capital to invest it aggressively to help the economy, blah, 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 blah. Whether these are correct beliefs or not is definitely a political question. The idea that the government should prevent doctors from providing medical care to at-risk community, even if they are teens, is not a political issue. It's just fascism. If you aren't judging your relationships based on political beliefs, unless it's tax rates that you disagree about. You're disagreeing about basic human rights, liberties, and civil rights, not overreacting. And there were a bunch of comments similar to that, which is sort of where I'm going. This isn't politics to me either. This is just human rights and really basic humanity. This would be a huge red flag for me. I'd be out that day. I'd be changing my phone number and bouncing and
Moving
being
out.
really grateful that we hadn't had kids yet. Yeah, so not overreacting, OP.
no,
Yeah.
no,
At
I
all.
definitely agree. It's basic human rights. It shouldn't be a political thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're young. You're 25. Like, yeah, hopefully you won't remember this guy's name in 10 years. All right.
Yeah, OP not overreacting.
Not
Not
at
at
all.
all.
Not at all.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. And dude, go educate yourself.
Yes.
You're
That's
28. You're too old for that sort of nonsense. Go sort yourself out.
Okay, I think I found one. Am I overreacting for refusing to give my roommate her spare key back after what I found out?
What did you find out?
Ooh.
I only briefly read through, so I have.
Hold on. What's a roommate doing with a spare key?
You need spare keys in case you lose one.
But it's her key. It's not a spare. Is this a key that she's giving to other people? So is it a spare key for the roommate to give to her friends?
No.
It's the housemate's key.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I just want to know what you found out.
Yeah, I reckon something's up. I'm going not overreacting because I mean OP might be a bit weird, but I'm reckoning not overreacting. That's my gut.
This is a chunky one though. I'll try to keep it short.
No, do it.
I, 24 female, live with my roommate Sophie, 26 female. We've lived together for about a year and honestly never had major issues before this. A few months ago, she asked if her younger brother could stay with us just for a weekend while he looked for a place nearby after getting a new job. I said sure because I didn't think it was a big deal. That weekend somehow turned into almost 3 weeks. He wasn't horrible or anything, but he'd constantly be in the living room late at night gaming loudly, leaving dishes everywhere. And once I came home to find him literally asleep on our couch in just boxes, I started feeling uncomfortable in my own apartment. I brought it up to Sophie privately and she apologized, saying he'd leave soon. Eventually he did, and I thought that was the end of it. Fast forward to this week. I work hybrid, but on Tuesdays I'm always at the office all day. Around noon, my neighbor texted asking if my boyfriend was home because she heard a guy inside our apartment earlier. I don't have a boyfriend. Immediately I got confused and checked our apartment camera facing the front door. Around 10 a.m., Sophie's brother casually unlocked our apartment and walked inside by himself. Nobody else was home. I texted Sophie asking why her brother was in our apartment while we were both gone. She responded like it was a completely normal and said, "Oh yeah, I let him keep the spare key in case he needs someone to crash after work sometimes." I was honestly shocked. I told her I was not okay with someone who doesn't live here having unrestricted access to our apartment, especially without my knowledge. She got mad immediately and said I was making him I was making him sound dangerous. Brain just stopped. for a
Oh,
second.
that's not fair.
That wasn't even my point. I just don't want random people entering my home when I'm not there. When I got home, I asked for the key back. She refused and said she pays rent too, so she can give a key to whoever she wants. We ended up arguing for an hour, and eventually I told the landlord everything because our lease specifically says guests can't stay for more than 7 consecutive days, and tenants can't distribute keys without approval. Now Sophie is furious because the landlord sided with me and threatened lease violations if her brother kept coming over alone. She says I escalated things way too far instead of just handling it like adults. Now a couple of mutual friends are saying I made the situation unnecessarily serious over just a spare key. But I honestly can't stop thinking about how long this would have continued if my neighbor never texted me. Am I overreacting?
Idris.
I feel like it's very tricky.
Yeah.
I feel like she is overreacting just a little bit. I think
Yeah.
because I come from the point of like I'm the oldest of 8, and I know that I would probably do anything for like my sibling if they needed somewhere to crash. But I think there's a level of communication that wasn't happening at the start. Like there was no ground rules of how long the brother was actually staying, and he's not like he's creating mess. He's not cleaning up after himself. But I
Asleep
think
on the couch in his undies is
I know,
wild.
I know.
Especially if it's not your own place.
That
Yeah.
killed me.
But I think there's just there's no communication happening with all three of them. Like I feel like if they actually put in some ground rules, I think it would have been okay. But I feel like taking it to the landlord is a bit overreacting.
I think
feel
I'm
like
with
for me.
you. I think the housemate messed up by giving the brother permission without talking to OP. That was not on. It's 50-50 your space.
Yeah.
So that decision should have been made together and checked in on. So that's just a breach of trust. So I can understand why OP's got their nose out of joint. That would upset me. But I think I agree. I think landlord's a bit extreme. I think a chat with the housemate would have been better. But it also depends on that tone of voice. When she called and said, "Hey, wise bro in the house," it depends how dismissive the answer was.
Yeah.
That could have been quite rude and quite. Yeah, I would like to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's where the tipping point was of if this is an overreaction or not. But
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. Yeah. I I think we're on the same side of the fence. I'm just slightly tipping to one, and I'm slightly tipping towards not overreacting.
Yeah.
But I think we're on the same page. But housemates, it's hard, and it's more necessary now than ever. So people are like being forced to house, and in bigger numbers, for longer. For our generation, it was like something we did by choice because it was fun. And as soon as you were ready to go solo, you could just do it because rent wasn't crazy. But so people are having to navigate this way more than they used to.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But asleep on the couch in your undies is nuts. Like,
Yeah.
bro, no, just don't do that.
A lot of the comments are saying no, not overreacting.
Okay.
A lot of them are agreeing with OP. Basically saying the housemate violated the lease agreement for not having a discussion with the friend about it. It's tricky, especially in the housing market, wherever you are. I know from experience, if I see a random person in my house, I'm gonna panic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't know who they are or how long they've been there.
Yes.
And in one of my previous houses, I lived with 6-7 other people. And if I just saw a random person there,
Yeah.
Have a conversation with your housemate first. Have a mutual agreement, because like, if you're both, you're used to each other, you chat, have a talk about it, and actually say, okay, they're gonna be here for this long, maybe a little bit longer. Is this okay with you? A simple conversation can go a long way. But having a text message from your neighbor asking if your boyfriend's home,
it's a bit yucky, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
And but I do think it got a little escalated by involving the landlord. What could have had a simple conversation, it could have been resolved pretty quickly, but not overreacting.
No, I don't think so. I have noticed. I'm fairly. You have introduced me to this Reddit monster. I've noticed that Redditors tend to like go to the law pretty quickly. They really swing to like these are the rules. This is legal. This is what the Tenancy Act says, and quite often a bit of common sense or courtesy could have come into the conversation before we started pulling out the legal terms. Yeah.
And giving them a spare key as well.
Yeah.
Like in any house that I've lived in, mostly share houses, if I ever had a friend over, that I would constantly watch over that person. I'm not going to let them roam in my house alone.
My first share house was like 5 tenants. I don't think any of us had a key. I think the key had been lost years before I moved in, and there were always probably about 3 couch surfers in the space all the time. So it was I moved in and it was like that. So it was very different. It was like you never knew who was going to be in the house. You never knew. Sometimes there were no housemates and there were 6 other people in your house, and you just didn't keep precious objects around at all ever. But I think it was a vibe then. It was sort of like it was understood that's what this was. It was a very sort of 90s party house. Absolutely tearaway. Great fun, but not a forever kind of situation.
Yeah. We're not gonna dive further into that conversation because that's a rabbit hole. I could share so many weird experiences from my previous places. Oh, that was no, I'm gonna say that in private. That was not fun. Idris, do you have one?
Yes.
No blended up pasta this week, please, Idris.
That one was so
I still
gross.
get queasy thinking about that.
That was so
That's one of my favourite and least favourite things. I think about it every day.
All right. So, am I overreacting for telling my sister to fuck off after my entire family forgot my birthday?
I'm gonna say right now, not overreacting.
Entire family. I think something's happened. There's an event. There's a reason that this has happened. I'm gonna say overreacting. I'm just taking a punt that whatever happened is so full on that the birthday forgetting was reasonable.
Yeah.
Still would have hurt.
Yeah.
Totally valid for it to really sting, but that's where I'm going. I'm going to just take a punt and prepare to be wrong.
Okay.
Cypher, do you have a guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns and say not overreacting, especially if it's family and birthdays. Not overreacting.
All right.
That's my personal opinion.
All right. We'll see who's right.
Nice. This one also doesn't have gender either. It's just all in first person.
Cool.
So got no clue for that side of things. Okay. It's my 26th birthday and I'm away with family in a country town for my niece's baptism. Everyone knew that it would coincide with my birthday, so we said we would do something simple today to commemorate. I can never say that word.
That's a weird word.
Commemorate the occasion since my niece's baptism isn't for a couple more days. I woke up this morning and everyone forgot that it was my birthday except one of my sisters who sent me a text. Everyone else completely forgot until I reminded them. And I mean everyone, my mum, my dad, all my other siblings. No cards, no hugs, no surprises, no presents. My dad and sister said that they would buy me something today, but neither of them did. The spanner in the works is that about 10 or so... what is that sentence? The spanner in the works is that at about 10 or so, my sister accidentally cut herself with a knife, had to go get stitches. I babysat the kids, went shopping, and took care of everything else while she was gone. She came back at like 11:30, but it was all a bit hectic, so the lunch I wanted to go to got cancelled. I said, no worries, we can get dinner instead. Then dinner rolled around and my dad said he wanted pizza, which I didn't want, so they had pizza while I cooked for myself. I got all quiet and ended up talking to my friends on the phone all night because they did remember my birthday. A couple other things happened that were making me really frustrated. In brackets, my dad is just a general asshole. And as I waited and waited for them to do something, I just ended up sitting in my room crying with no idea how to approach them, telling I was disappointed. So I went to sleep early after avoiding everyone all night, and my sister came in to apologize. But instead of actually apologizing, she said, I'm so sorry that me stabbing my hand ruined your birthday, all sarcastically. So I told her to just fuck off. Did I act like a complete child? I feel like I did, but I also really am feeling slightly heartbroken that no one seems to give a shit.
I didn't call it, did I?
No, you did not. Not overreacting, OP. No. If you're gonna apologize, don't do it like that.
No, that's a crap apology. The apology alone deserved the fuck off, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the ages, I was expecting young. And from the story, I'm thinking we're like 30s.
Yeah.
Kids are involved. I'm feeling like OP might be a bit older.
Yeah, so it was OP's 26th birthday.
26. Okay.
Oh, that's still young.
That's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's young.
That's young.
That's still getting butthurt over your birthday age, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole family.
Yeah.
That would sting.
And the fact that, like, they wanted to go to dinner and then the dad was like, no, I want pizza. Like, let's order in. And then they're like, no, actually, it's my birthday.
Dad's 100% fluffed the whole thing, hasn't he? He's completely ruined it.
Did they, like... I missed most of the context because I was looking at the screen. It's like, did they forget her birthday? Their birthday on purpose?
I don't know. I think they just generally forgot.
Yeah.
Like, there was so many things that were, like, happening that week. Like, the niece's baptism. They obviously, like, the whole family must have been over. And then the fact that the sister stabbed her hand and had to go to the hospital. And then that OP got stuck with looking after all the kids in the house. Like...
Like, I've done it as an individual. Like, I've got to like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and realised it's my mother's birthday. But, she's 70, I'm 50. It's like, I still feel awful. And I get that, like, sudden, like, panic. But as a collective, the whole family, no one. That would really hurt. Especially at 26 and you're with them all day. It's not like they're,
Yeah.
not in your face.
Remind me, did OP say anything about it?
No. So I think I woke up this morning and everyone forgot it was my birthday except for one of my sisters who sent me a text. Everyone else completely forgot until I reminded them.
It's your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they still live with their
Yeah.
Like that makes it worse.
Yeah, if you're all still living together, definitely.
If
Yeah.
you're still living with your family and they just forgot,
Yeah.
like, wouldn't that be an account? Do people have calendars anymore?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Like,
wouldn't you it'd be the week of too, because you're living with these
Yeah.
people. You're like, yeah, my birthday's like on Sunday.
And
like,
you should have
what are we
presents
doing?
prepared and a cake planned, and like there should be other things that trigger your memory, like why is the fridge full of cake ingredients? Why is there a cheesecake in the fridge?
Yeah.
Why have like a birthday candle? Like it sounds like nothing was done in prep.
When was this
Yeah.
posted?
This was posted 14 hours ago.
Okay, well,
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, OP! Woo, 26! You did it!
We are so sorry that your family sucks. I hope next year's birthday will be better.
Yeah.
Spend it with your friends. It'll be so much
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah, I hope next year you're having a birthday in a nice share house that isn't problematic. And there's no birthday
What are the comments?
naked dude on the couch.
A lot of the comments are like, your family are assholes.
Yeah.
And that, like, the top comment was, your feelings are valid. I would be disappointed. And then it said, when you are back home, focus more on your friends and family.
Definitely. And I think the apology's a problem for me.
Yeah.
We all forget stuff, and I've done it. I'm that guy. I'm very forgetful, and I get roped up in work, and I forget what's happening. But I feel immense guilt, and I fall to my knees and beg forgiveness. I don't passive aggressive like make it about me or try and make them feel guilty because I stuffed up. Yeah. So the fact that the sister's not owning it and punishing OP even further is just gross.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
OP. I feel that pain.
Do you want to sing Happy Birthday?
No. I used to sing it a lot, especially in Italian. Never again. So cringe. Okay, what do you got for us, Reuben?
One more? All right. I think this one's going to annoy you. I think it's going to annoy you. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend broke up with me over horoscopes.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I want to call before I start. I want you to call it. I'll give you
What?
age 23. OP's 23 female.
So are we asking if OP is overreacting?
Am I overreacting? Am I 23 female overreacting? My boyfriend broke up with me over horoscopes.
Oh, why is horoscope so controversial these days? I don't know.
What are you saying, Idris?
I'm going to say, I just know, it's so young. Like, I feel like I want to say not overreacting just based on age, I feel like.
Yeah, well, 23 female is prime horoscope sort of territory, isn't it?
Yeah.
How would you know?
I haven't been 23 female. I take that back. I don't know. It's a wild generalisation, and I apologise. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I, 23 female, have been dating a new guy, 30 male. So
Ooh.
age gap, not criminal, but an age gap, for just over 2 months. So really fresh. We met on Tinder, and after the absolute trash on the dating scene I've been through over the last few years, I've been counting my lucky stars to have found him. He's confident, protective, emotionally open, completely my type. Blonde, blue-eyed, bearded, with an athletic build.
What the hell?
We're super deep about this. It's true love.
Wait, is that what OP literally wrote?
Sorry,
you
you'll
just
love
added
it
that
next
in.
No, this is true.
Oh wow. Okay.
And for the listeners' benefit, I am none of these things, but I have a beard. To top it off, he has a British accent,
Oh no.
which is superficial, but I find it hot. This is such a 23-year-old post. He's even politically liberal, which said to me that his values are good. So all good, all green flags so far. The relationship has gone really well. We have had great conversations by text, and then he took me to a nice restaurant on our first date. We had a really good chemistry, I broke my rule of waiting a month for sexy time, and it was really good. The day after, he said he didn't really believe in dating multiple people at once, so he asked if we could make it exclusive. I said yes, obviously. We played it cool on the phone, but I ran around screaming with my roommate afterwards. We've been seeing each other 2 or 3 times a week. My friends all like him, and I was planning on him meeting my family this weekend.
Ooh.
So it's all green lights so far. Anyway, we were hanging out in my apartment yesterday. You guys will love this. And I asked him about his birthday. I'm kind of into astrology, and I've started fantasizing about our lives together. So I wanted to check out our compatibility. I asked the day and time of his birth, and he raised an eyebrow. He asked me why I wanted to know, so I said I wanted to check on our birth charts, on what our birth charts would say about us. He then asked me if I really believe this stuff. I said yes. He then went quiet, put his shirt on, said I don't think this is going to work out, and left.
That's wild.
Keep going, keep going.
I can't really remember what I said next, but I started panicking. I said we didn't need to do it and we could forget about it, asking him why it mattered so much. He said there was too much unreason in this country and I don't need any more in my life. And that was it. He closed the door. He isn't picking up his phone. I'm in a state of shock. I've been breaking out in tears randomly today and had to leave work early. It just seems to me such a crazy overreaction. I said that I didn't expect him to care about horoscopes. It was just something I enjoyed, but he said it spoke to how I thought about things and my critical thinking, which upset me. I don't know what to do next. Am I overreacting?
Not at all.
No. OP, you are not overreacting.
That's okay. This is showing you the age gap.
This is.
Because he
Far
said,
out.
what, like critical thinking? You're a 30-year-old dating a 23-year-old.
It highlights the age gap, but if I hadn't told you the ages, who would you think was the child here?
Oh my
the boyfriend.
god, that's great.
Like, look, astrology isn't for everyone. And, you know, if you actually want to read about it and look it up, it's really interesting stuff. You don't have to believe it if you don't want
Yeah.
to. But some things that are in astrology kind of make sense, right? But if I ask my partner, oh, what's this, I want to say something because I'm curious.
Yeah.
But if they're going to be like, I don't think this is going to work, then what are you trying to hide? Is he a Scorpio?
I think it's the fact that he like
Or a Gemini.
he put his shirt on and left.
I love
It's
that. I love the fact that he
crazy.
just got dressed and bailed. That was beautiful.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Were they in the middle of sexy time when she was asking?
She's like, wait a minute.
I'm thinking post. I'm thinking pillow talk.
Yeah.
That's my image is
Yeah.
the lazy afternoon pillow talk, the twirling of the
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah.
learning about each other, and then straight to buttoning up the shirt and bailing.
That's crazy.
If astrology is a good way to learn about someone, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's probably a good point, OP. You've just found a good filter for. I'd go straight to astrology on the first date from now on and just get rid of these guys.
Pretty much, like, it can be pretty dorky and cringy sometimes, but it's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if you know your birth date, like the day you were born, the time you were born. There's stuff that's really interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't understand why the now ex is so, like, even if he doesn't believe in it, you don't have to believe in it, but just, you know, what are you hiding?
From the comments, the comments were wild. There was like there was 1,000 or so comments, and some of them were likening astrology to religion and cults, and you know they were just going off the planet. And people got really offended by it. People were really like, no, which is crazy. So I've chosen a reply and a reply to that reply that sort of explains where I'm sort of at. So the reply, which isn't me, which isn't what I think, is sorry, OP, but I would have done the same thing in his shoes. Astrology is made up nonsense, and believing it is not a good look. The reply to that by Praxis, which is where I'm sort of leaning, is I'm not into astrology, but this could accurately be said about any religious or spiritual beliefs. I say that as an atheist, I love this, who's married to a very witchy woman. which I vibe with. I don't see any difference except astrology people aren't going to try and drag you to church or send you to hell.
Yeah.
To be frank, I'm much more concerned with political affiliation. As long as she's not trying to force her beliefs on me, I don't care. Which is sort of where I'm at. I think it'd be really hard to have a relationship with wildly different political beliefs or wildly different religions that really clash with each other. But not digging on someone because they like to pull out a deck of tarot cards or want to know your star sign is just ridiculous. And the boyfriend just lost out. Like, it sounds like this was an awesome relationship and it was going really, really well, and he just blew it.
Yeah.
So, suffer in your jocks, buddy.
People do know that astrology is like 4,000 to 5,000 years old.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not some new age shit that people are coming up with. Like ancient civilizations. My God, they looked up at the stars and pointed things to, like how else do we get all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So astrology isn't some wacky cult shit. It's you know, if you don't have to believe in it, but it's not evil.
I knew this one would annoy you. I'm so happy.
And it's not just like zodiac signs too. It's literally the stars themselves.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, I mean, the comments got really they went deep. So the pro astrologists and the anti got really full on.
Yeah.
And there were even like anti-astrology types in there who'd really gone deep and wanted to point out that the planets had shifted and the stars are in different places in astrology. You know, if it was true that everything had changed, and then there was Cypher's got his hand in the air, and then there were all these other arguments. Like, it got wild. It got into this full there were paragraphs and hundreds of how deep do you want to go?
I'm not gonna go that deep. I promise. I'll try not to anyway. But yes, astrology shifts with the planets and the stars. The stars never stay the same. The planets never stay the same. Everything shifts. That's the whole point of how astrology evolved.
Yes.
It's an evolutionary thing. It doesn't stay this. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm still looking for one. Do you...
I think I've got one.
Oh, I have a juicy one.
Ooh.
It's pretty short.
Yeah, let's do it.
This one's funny, right? Am I overreacting if I ask my boyfriend to unfollow a girl on social media?
Oh, interesting. That's always so tricky, those ones.
It is. So, me, 20, and my boyfriend, 20, have been dating for 6 months around a year ago before we started dating. There is no punctuation in this. Hold on.
Who needs punctuation?
Everyone. Around a year ago, before we started dating, he kissed me and then slept with one of my best friends on the same night. They then both lied to me about it and slept together on another night. I know that we were not dating at the time, so he had no loyalty to me, but I feel so insecure about it. I'm no longer really friends with this girl due to other reasons, and my boyfriend does not actively speak to her, but he does follow her on Instagram. I know that this is such a stupid thing to be insecure about, but would I be overreacting if I ask my boyfriend to unfollow her on Instagram?
Not at all. I feel like that's not overreacting. I feel like it's kind of silly that she got with him. I feel like even though he slept with her
you
friend,
said got with him. Spoken like a true teen.
Well, it's like he slept with her best friend behind her back.
Oh, it's gross.
And then they both lied to her, and then she still decided to be in a relationship with him. I feel like that's not a good, honest start to a relationship. 20 and 20.
Oh, okay. So they're not super
They're both
young.
babies.
I was reading this 14-year-olds.
Oh,
They're sounding like high schoolers.
It does.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird. Around a year before they started dating, he kissed her and then slept with one of her best friends on the same
Oh, so he
night
cheated on her?
before they were even dating.
They weren't
before they were
dating.
dating. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
And now they've been together for 6 months, and he still follows her on
it's so
this girl
hard
on
at
Instagram.
that age. As an adult, you sacrifice, or not sacrifice is the wrong words. You make, you do all sorts of things to make your partner comfortable, and if that's cutting exes out of your life because it makes them icky, that makes them feel bad, that's not a big thing. That's something we all do, and yeah, there's how many billion people in the world to choose mates from? You can find other friends.
Yeah.
One of the comments I found really interesting, and I kind of agree with it actually. The comment is by Solid Lime 9686. Do you think making him unfollow her will remove past or cleanse his heart? You're not overreacting, but this does not get any beneficial output. Like unfollowing the person that he, did stuff with, that doesn't cleanse what he.
Oh no, absolutely not. But it would communicate a commitment or a sign of growth.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely a believer that people can change and grow and learn. We can't get anything right until we get it wrong first. So the unfriending would, and especially like a committed, yes, I love you and I understand why this hurts, and absolutely watch me do it. Click would be a really good sign, but not necessarily, not proof or an answer, but definitely a step in the right direction.
OP, definitely talk to him that you do feel insecure about it.
Yeah.
And honest, open conversation can go a long way. I will always say that. It can go a long way. You tell him that you felt insecure about it and you'd like if you would unfollow her just so they can start properly.
And look, he may not be able to at 20. 20-year-olds are they're the centre of the universe, they're the main character, and everyone else is an NPC, even their partners. So he might actually be incapable of seeing outside himself at this age. He might not be up for it yet. Not to say he might not be later. But oh, I'm so glad I'm not 20.
OP, you're not overreacting. Just talk to him.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
We have time for one more?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, this one is a little bit longer, but I just thought the title would be really funny. Okay. Am I overreacting for being outraged with my stepfather for giving away his cat?
Am I overreacting for being outraged that my stepfather gave away his own cat?
Yeah.
My gut says, not your cat, stay in your lane. I wonder where the cat went. Depends where the cat went.
There's a lot missing. Oh, I don't like it.
I know, something terrible's happened to this poor cat.
Okay.
Not overreacting.
All right.
It's a cat, not
I'm
overreacting.
going to say overreacting, not your cat, not your business.
Okay. I feel like this makes sense because, so for context, OP is male 21, so another young age.
Yeah.
Or is regretting my choice?
Okay. For context, OP is male 21. I no longer live with my family, though have a good relationship with them. When I was around 10, we got a second cat who looked just like our male one. Her name is Rose. Over the years, she had problems with throwing up her food, and more recently, as she's gotten older, peeing outside the litter box. Outside of that, she is the sweetest, most affectionate cat anyone could ever ask for. She is seriously not a smart cat. I worry about her getting I worry about her getting herself hurt, sometimes by getting into places she really doesn't belong. Recently, my mother and stepfather moved into a new, recently built 3-story house with all new furnishings. Rose began peeing outside her litter box again, but this time on the rug where the litter box and the cat tower is, which is a bad place to have a litter box, I feel like, on a rug. They have their own dedicated space in the corner of the living room. Basically, my stepfather has had enough, and instead of getting veterinarian help, he's giving her away. My mum first texted me to let me know if she didn't find a home, she was going to the Humane Society, where she could possibly be euthanized or never adopted due to her old age and problems. Of course, I would adopt her in a heartbeat, but I rent out from an older man and he has a problem with cats. This, along with the fact that she had a peeing problem, made it where I can't take her. I reached out to pretty much everybody I know to see if they could take her, and no one could.
Oh.
Now, here's the problem with my stepfather. He used to yell at the cats a lot, and also the dog when they would do something they weren't supposed to. And I don't mean a normal yell, he would scream at them. But everyone who had ever been in the house, family or not,
Stepdads.
they just love to yell.
I don't.
Acted as if it was completely normal. To me, it looked like animal abuse. The fact that he could
Yeah.
just abandon my childhood cat because of her peeing on the rug without even considering going to a vet and getting her checked out for bladder issues makes me incredibly angry. She would live out her last years sad, confused, and lonely, possibly without being adopted and euthanized. I texted my father telling him I thought he was a heartless arsehole for what he was doing. Thankfully, my mum texted me soon after that she had found someone at work who wanted her. I'm very thankful that she's going to be with family who loves her and not someone who's going to refuse to get her any help and scream at her despite how sweet she is. Am I overreacting for texting my stepfather like that? I'm worried everyone around us is going to look at me like I'm crazy for being so upset over the cat. Seems like only me and my mum really care about her that much.
First of all, I feel like we need to call this episode 2, Reuben's Wrong. And next, I'm predispositioned to not liking stepfathers, so but no, that's gross.
Yeah.
Stuff that dude. It's the family cat. It's part of the family.
Yeah.
I've got a cat. I'm not particularly a huge fan of its behaviour or living with it, but I love it, and I wouldn't get rid of it. That's ridiculous. Like it's fluffy and it gets poo dangles stuck to its bum and it leaves it around the house randomly. You got to look for it. It's horrible. I hate it. It's awful. But I wouldn't get rid of the boy.
Yeah.
He's our family. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Nah, not overreacting. It's a family cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, animals get old. They're gonna miss some things. They're part of the family.
Yeah.
This smacks to me of a bigger problem too. It's like control and bullying and no communication. It feels like stepdad's getting his own way across the board.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of underlying issues that OP has with this stepdad.
And I wonder if it's the old sort of you don't realise while you're living in it. And then a few years later you're out of it, you go, oh, that was wild.
Yeah.
But when you're there, it's your normal. And it sounds like you might just start sort of flirting with the idea of bouncing soon, OP, and getting out of there. And
Well, no, they do, so they don't live with them.
oh, they don't live with them. Okay, so they've bounced. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's right.
Could have taken the cat with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're out. Hopefully stepdad, I don't know, gets a hobby and goes and does something else and leaves everyone alone. Like, chill, bro. Just chill.
Yeah.
What do the comments say?
The comments. So a lot of people are saying not overreacting and that the cat might have like arthritis because sometimes that can be like pain with not being able to like get into the litter box. A lot of people like not overreacting and then that the stepdad is not a great person.
But the move, too. Cats hate moving.
Yeah.
And they do. They'll go to where their litter box used to be and they'll do it there. They're trying to do the right thing, or they'll find something that they can scratch, like litter. Or like my cat gets hairballs and will very politely find an object that can be collected to do it in. So he won't do it on the floor. He'll do it in something. In his little walnut brain, he's helping, but it's generally on my shirt that I left on the floor or something. So it's generally like the last place I want him to do it. But I know in his little walnut brain, he's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our stories.
That's our stories. And we've got something new this week.
We do. So, Reuben pitched the idea of doing a card pull. I am a tarot reader professionally for 3 months now.
Hell yeah.
Unprofessionally for about a year. And I brought along my D&D tarot deck, and I was thinking we can pull a card for whatever reason, if anyone has a question or just, I don't know.
I like this. I love this idea, like especially with like a vibe check of what's happening.
Yeah.
There seems to be something happening all the time that's bugging us or weighing on us. So I reckon, like big world stuff, personal stuff.
Yeah.
Is this ingrown toenail ever going to get better? I don't know, like random. Have you got something this week?
Yeah, I think I've got like a question
Yeah.
or kind of like a vibe just because in the time of filming this, it's we're in the middle of Reconciliation Week here, and I feel like it's been definitely like a tough time this past. I feel like 2 years with First Nations people, and this year this theme is all in. So I just kind of want to know like what.
Can you explain all in?
Yeah, so it's basically like all in. Everyone is pitching in. Everyone is helping out. Like it's allyship, and that we can't go. Like there's only so far that we can go without help, and like we need people to actually step up and put in the time and effort now.
It's really interesting. So, without descending into another hour, I feel this allying the queer community in where I work. There's a definite little hump to get over to enter that space. It's people are nervous or scared or they imposter syndrome, whatever it is. How do people start? Like, what would you say to somebody who really wants to help, their heart's in the right place, they see the posters, they want to turn up, they want to, I don't know, but they're nervous. What would you say to them?
I think it's that just turning up to events makes a whole big difference. Like, I'm currently in a new working environment and I'm surrounded with new co-workers that feel like they don't know where to go.
Right.
And I think it's like just going to these events makes a whole difference. Like actively being in these spaces will make a whole heap of change.
So I'm 50 and I'm a white guy and I've been here all my life. As a random 50-year-old white guy who wants to turn up, how do I behave? What do I do? Are there any tips? Like, me personally, I'm going to go wallflower. I'm going to go stand in the corner and kick grass until someone talks to me. But is there something I could keep in mind when I step into that space?
I think definitely leave questions at the door unless you're in the space where you can ask questions. I think it's a lot of listening, which I don't think happens a lot with the allies. I find that a lot of people want to just go in like head first and try and solve the world's problems. But I feel like there's not a whole lot of listening happening, like active listening and taking in.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And that will definitely be a shift for me because working with young queer people, it's all about questions.
Yeah.
Like my input or my value in that space is asking lots of questions and then not being scared to listen and hear the answers. But it definitely is the sort of value there as being the clumsy old guy who's willing to ask. I didn't know that. Tell me more. And there's but that's they're young and it's very personal and they're sort of excited to download as young people are. So it's a very different space.
Yeah.
So not ask. I suppose in my brain as a middle-aged white guy, asking questions is showing deep respect.
Yeah.
Because it's like, tell me more. I want to know more. I want to know more. But that's not what's being asked and not what's helpful. So that's...
Yeah, I think at this point in time, too many questions are being asked and not a whole lot of listening to the answer. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah. Definitely.
So what kind of question do you want to ask, or do you just want to do a vibe check? Or
I think a vibe check sounds good.
A vibe check.
Yeah.
Vibe check for your community.
Yeah.
And how everything's going. And, like, these aren't predictions; they're guidance and perspective. So, see how it goes, right? Just pick one of these, and we'll go from there.
Do some ASMR of card shuffling.
Yeah. Can you hear that on the mic, the shuffling?
Probably not. Okay. The High Priestess.
Ooh.
Nice. He says, having no idea what it means. It's pretty.
It is pretty. I can read the actual definition of it. I have my own interpretation in a minute. So, the High Priestess is about accessing your intuition and tuning into the source of feminine power.
Interesting.
I don't know why that's coming up in this though.
Is anything popping into your head? Is there a gut reaction to that?
I think for me, I am surrounded by a lot of strong black women in my life, and I feel like I have a lot of like guidance from them that like help me through. So I feel like that's where I kind of feel with that.
Yeah, if this were like an actual reading, I'd go much further into detail. But yeah, I guess seek guidance from those powerful women in your life.
Yeah.
They probably have a lot to say. And I guess if there's any doubt or concern, they'll definitely have an answer.
Yeah, 100%.
And, you know, whether you're masc or femme, everyone has a bit of feminine power in them as well. So tune into that too.
Yeah.
And the High Priestess can also be a spiritual figure, if that's something you're into as well. I don't really know much about the belief system of the First Nations people, and that I'd definitely like to learn that one day.
Yeah.
But yeah. And 7 of strength, so it's fighting against the imbeciles and the arrogance.
On brand.
Yeah.
Very on brand. Very on brand. So yeah, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Seek guidance from those powerful women in your life and keep fighting. Keep pushing back.
Yes.
And, you know, there are good allies out there that will listen.
Yeah.
I know you have 2 of them right here.
How do you identify? Like I know I know very little, but I know that there is a clunk with allies stepping into any space that needs allies. Of we need them, but they often aren't part of our community, and a community that has to protect and survive can often then push their allies away.
Yeah.
Just by trauma reactions, and you know, it is hard to let people who look like your enemy into your camp sometimes. How do you personally and as a community sort of navigate that sort of when people are here to help and it doesn't feel perfect?
Yeah.
How do you sort of cope and move forward with that?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely very privileged to be around really great friends and family who are great allies, and they amplify my voice instead of taking the spotlight. Like they help me build this path, and then they know when to step back and let me lead. And I feel like I'm very lucky to have those people in my life that can do that for me, because I'm very introverted, so I'm never like the one to be at the front of the line, but I'm very lucky to have people that can hold my hand and help me guide me to the front of the line.
So I have I'm not a music person and I'm not a sound person. I'm very visual, so I don't really get a lot from other senses. I'm all visual. My imagination is visual, not audio. And I have pictures of people in my life, so that everyone has a picture. And I've known you not for that long, a year or 2 at the most.
Yeah.
And I was reading something that your mother was writing the other day, and I actually have a really clear picture of you, and you are on people's shoulders. So it's that sort of, it's that carrying someone through the crowd of a concert. That's how I see you, as quite a powerful figure, but you are being carried above people's heads. It's almost like you've been chosen to be pushed forward to whatever's up there. It's interesting because it's a visual that popped into my head a little while ago, and it's sort of, everyone's got one up there. Sort of, I paint this picture of a little bit like tarot cards, actually. Kind of think of it.
Yeah. No, you keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
Don't let anything get in your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they're saying. You have a lot going ahead. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Don't look back. But don't be afraid to seek out help.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. I think we're going to end it there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening to this very chaotic episode.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for listening to us, folks. It's this is the most fun I have at at work. I don't know about you two, but
Yeah, it's been
This
great.
is great.
yeah. I really enjoy it. It's funny. It terrifies me more than anything else I do. I'm really scared of putting these episodes out. They freak me right out. But I really enjoy doing it. This is my highlight of my work week.
Well, until next time, be good humans. Bye.
Bye.